Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Welcome, everyone, to Outer Points Productions and the Ultimate KO series. We are located inside of the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on this blustery, Monday night in Wisconsin. Chris Green is absent. He'll be here a little bit later on. But we have another KO 1.5 Round 1 match coming up. We have Connie Wasinger taking on Dakota Robinson. Just a little bit of history. Connie was she's played all over the Fox Valley area, plays a lot of pool, and she could play. Look out. Dakota Robinson, I don't know a whole lot about, from Luxembourg, Wisconsin. So we're going to get out to the table. I am going to go over all the rules and everything with the players, and we'll see you back in the booth in just a little bit. Thanks for joining me there, everybody. All right, all the rules have been explained. Players know what's happening. And we are underway. What's happening, Fred? Salsa Man being the first one in the chat. All right, as you can see by the scoreboard down on the bottom, the 9 ball, we're playing a race to 5. 8 ball, we're playing a race to 4. So we are guaranteed a race to 9. And this is looking like Connie is going to be taking on a 2-9 combination immediately. I mean, I definitely would. That's not a good start for Dakota. Got to leave that cue ball on the table. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I'm guessing that is definitely due to nerves. I don't care who you are. There is first game jitters, second game jitters, third game jitters. There's all kinds of jitters. And we will see it. This is, again, this tournament started out with 24 players. It is a 425 Fargo and under. One game spot for every 50 points. Looks like he might be going for this 9 ball as well. She's going to get another shot. She's going to get another shot at it. Wow. This is quite the start. You know, it's a simple combination. It is, but I'm telling you, I think I would. No, I wouldn't. I'd take the combination. I was going to say I'd like to get, in stroke a little bit, being the first game, and get rid of the jitters and run one out, but this is too easy. Good evening, Pete. Mr. Beshta. Oh, my gosh, she missed it again. This is not happening. Wow. Can you believe this start, folks? I am just... I am beside myself at the moment. Wow. Randy Parlick caught up on all the 1.5 matches today. You binged watch 1.5? Man, I'm gonna be earning some more money. Hey, there's a 9 ball. Nice shot. No combo, no nothing, but makes the bank carom, or carom bank, I should say. Wow. Let's watch that again. Maybe. Yeah. It's a good shot. This was harder than the first 3 shots by anybody. Drills it. Nicely done. Let's talk about Gallery 83 just for a moment. His name is Vincent Didio, and he is a multi-award winning artist with 20 years of experience in all styles of tattooing. From elaborate black and gray realism to simple small designs, he's equipped to bring all of your ideas to life. Gallery 83 in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin is a relaxing, safe, and clean environment. For more information, please visit vincedtattoos.com or vincedtattoos@gmail.com. Does incredible work. I've sent him a couple of clients over the last year, and they are extremely happy with the results. All right, super, super thin cut on the 2-ball. Dakota pocketing the 7 and the... just the 7. Oh, sorry. 7 and the 1. The Poet of Portage, Mr. Kilberg, tuning in. Oh, there's Kyle Vertel. Bless your heart. Chad Johnson. Good evening. How's the grade up north tonight? Dana Emery. Good evening. Saying grind it out, Connie. Wow. Dakota pocketing the 2-ball and the 8. Breaking that little bit of a mess up, but he has absolutely nothing to shoot at on the 3-ball other than probably... I mean, he could bank it down by the cue ball where it is now. I'd recommend a safety if he can get behind that 6-ball. Tom and Nina. Oh, very nicely done. This is going to be pretty difficult for Connie to hit. She's going to have to go between the 5 and 9. I'm not even sure she can get... She's got... Dakota has her tied up pretty tight on that 6-ball. Good hit by Connie. Very nicely done. And a good result. Oh, that went right around. Full-time muscle cars. That's Derek, right? No. Forget who it is. Sorry, tell me. John Wilquet, what's going on? Tyler Hallett also tuning in. One of the competitors here in the 1.5. Ooh. Connie missing the 3-ball, and I think she has hooked Dakota behind the 4-ball. I'm telling you, there is some serious nerves going on. Guy Hallett cheering on Dakota. Randy Parlick, do your best to show some respect, please. Or I will block you. I have no problem doing that. There's no reason for comments like that. This is terrible. Again, this is 425 and under. So I'd appreciate some respect. If not, hey, come on down and show them how to do better. Dana Emery, I like it. Focus, grasshopper. Good cut. Good cut by Connie. Nice shot. That could have not turned out any better. That was well hit. That was a pretty steep angle on that 5-ball. Oh, don't go in the pocket. Don't go in the pocket. Nice shot. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Hit way too hard and offline. Ding. Mark Bell in the chat. What's happening? All right, 2-0 Dakota. Mark Bell, yes, sir. This is winter break. What's going on, Paradise? How you doing this evening? Thanks for joining us. All right, Connie with a shot on the 1. And not the easiest to get to a shot on the 2. She could actually, it's not simple, but she could play a 2-9 combo, but she has to hit this 2 really hard and the 9 very thin. Jamie Cools. Randy, I don't give a crap if it was about the first 2 shots or not. Show some respect. And don't give me an excuse for what you said either. There's nothing I hate more than somebody that doesn't take accountability for something they've done. Roger Pregler. First time I haven't seen Roger at Varsity Club in some time. Well, I am glad that you are alive, Mark. Otherwise, it would be a little scary that you're talking. Nice shot. Nice shot by Connie. That was not easy. That was not a simple combination. Good evening, Gary Crows. I'm sorry, what did you say, Taya? I'm in my high chair. I'm above my microphone today, so I don't feel short. Oh, are you talking about my temper? Oh, no, you said looking short, not sounding short. Steve Gilbert, not everyone is a 600 plus. I agree. Jeff Seidel. Good evening. All right, 2-1 in this race to 5. Connie Wasinger breaking in rack number 4. Mark, my butt has never been happier. Shut it, Roger. Looking forward to having you, Paradise. And don't anybody take that the wrong way. Be playing here on Sunday. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Got a ton of new I'm telling you, it's the most humbling thing I hear from players once in a while, that it's so, and I know I've said it before, but their parents or their siblings or their grandparents or their brothers and sisters, whatever the case may be, get to sit at home and watch one of their pool playing family members for the very first time in the game that they love to play. So, pretty awesome. All right, Connie pushing out, and Dakota not liking it, so he gives it back. Almost accidentally puts it in the side pocket. Yikes. Yikes. All right, Connie with ball in hand. Electing to play the 2 and try to draw back. Ooh. That's another one of those hit too hard. Cannot do that on this table. I think Connie has played several matches during like the Friday night tournaments or the Sunday tournaments here, but never on my stream. So this is a new experience for both of them. You can see the discomfort a little bit, kind of like when I'm around Roger. Just don't feel. Ooh, going for the 9 and almost making it. That's actually... That's a good question, Mark. I have not seen Larry Ryder in forever. Yes, Randy, I said that earlier. She has played on Mad Apple Stream many times. Actually, she was one of the first ladies that I commentated for when I was still at Mad Apple. She's not played on this stream before. Yep. Yes, she has. Can't wait, Roger. Actually, yeah, I can wait, Roger. You can. When are you bringing it? When do I get it? Did you mail it? Ooh, that covered up that 3 ball. That was kind of a two-way shot. Plays the cut on the 3 and ends up leaving it right behind the 7 ball. She does have a kick at it, but she's got to be very careful. If she kicks... is there a window there? It looks like she's going right at it. No. I'll tell you what, if it's fireball, Roger, there's a good chance that let's see, that'll be the 3rd time you've gotten me fireball. There might be a marriage proposal after that. It was a good shot. Nicely done by Dakota. There's one of Roger's gifts. Can't beat it. Cheers, everybody. Here's to an early Merry Christmas. We'll see you again tomorrow afternoon, so we'll do it all again. All right, we are going to go vertical, or attempt to, I should say. This is not an easy shot. That's unsuccessfully getting over there. Sounded like a miscue. I remember it well, Amy. Okay, I am almost positive that this is foul number 2. So Dakota is going for a 3 foul. And I don't think he got there. I think he left Connie with a piece of that 3 ball. Oh, she's still going behind it. I think she can see a piece of it. All right, either way, this is, as long as you hit it, doesn't matter. That is 3 fouls, I'm assuming, right? He did call 3. All right. Somebody else verify that for me, too. Yeah, that is 3 fouls in a row. She hit the 7 ball first on one of them, and then no hit on the other one. Just went back and reviewed the tape. Tyler Hallett says that Dakota needs a beer to calm his nerves. I'll tell you, it wouldn't hurt. I think he's getting settled in, though. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, that was definitely foul number 3. Amy, I forgot who ended up. How did that match go between you and Connie? Other than the fact that you said you didn't do well. All right, this is not an easy shot in the side for Dakota. It's a very small target from this angle. It's got to be hit very clean. I might even consider playing safe on this. And you got to hit it with a very soft pace, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's a great two-way shot. I think he would have had a shot on the 4 ball had the 3 gone in, so. Good hit, but unfortunately ends up scratching in the side, giving Dakota a potential 3-9 combination. And given where all the balls kind of I'd be shooting it. Yep, 100%. This one you want to hit with a little bit of pace. That way, if it does not go in, just like that. If it does not go in, it doesn't sit in front of the pocket. All right, left herself a little bit long. But a pocketable ball. Just hit a little too hard. That just rattled in and out. Leaving Dakota with a good shot on the 4. And may end up... Here's the challenging part of this rack. That 9 ball is in a horrible position. Unless he gets, perfectly straight to play it into the upper left-hand corner, it's almost guaranteed a scratch. It's either that or he has to get down to the short side and then play it past the side pocket. So, not easy. I love that. I love that answer, Amy. All right, here's what I was talking about. So now he's got a very steep cut on the 8. So it's nearly impossible to hold this, pocket the 8 and hold the cue ball there for the 9 in the upper left-hand corner. And to go back and forth, you have to be so precise. So Dakota's put himself in this kind of an ugly situation. Wow. I don't think he could have hit it any better. That was impressive. Perfect speed. Nice finesse shot. Well done. And dribbles the 9 into the center of the pocket, making the score 4-1 in favor of Dakota, and that puts him on the hill in 9 ball. Yeah, that would have been, honestly, Randy, that would have been the right thing to do. Is play the 8. Play the 8 off the 9 into the side pocket and send that 9 ball somewhere else. All right, Dakota breaking for the hill. Pocketing the 4 ball, pocketing the 7 ball, and not much of an offensive shot on the 1. He can attempt if he so chooses. to bank the 1 and try to get down for the 2. Being up 4-1, I don't think it's that bad of an option. Yeah, I agree, Amy. He is looking a little bit more comfortable. And a 4-1 lead in a race to 5, you'll find a little comfort. But how many times have you seen it on this stream? The 2 hardest games to win are the first and the last. But this would be... We always want to see a comeback. So, ooh, that one leaked out a little bit. She does have a clear shot, at least on a bank on the 1 ball. Oop, this might end up behind the entire pack. And it did. This makes it this makes it tough for Dakota just to get a hit. I think he's got to come towards the bottom rail as you look at it, and 2 rails. And it looks like that is the direction he is going. Nice hit. Oh, it might even go in. And ends up safe as well. Just clips the top side of the 1. That's nicely done. That's a good shot. All right, Connie can easily pocket the 1 as long as she hits it. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That could not get any closer. Good shot. Gavin Ward saying nice hit, Dakota. That was, indeed. Good shot here as well. A little bit steep on the 3, but definitely manageable. Actually, the preferred shot here is just pocket the 3 and run into the 8 ball. And that will take all the momentum off the cue ball and leave it in a perfect position for the 4. 5 is out in the middle of the tape or middle of the pocket, so I'll show that in just a second. Yeah, he tried to do too much with it. Dakota, when you go back and watch this and listen to it, all you had to do was roll forward. That's all right. We have all been, as pool players, at a 400 Fargo level. Every one of us. No judgment here. Ooh. Just... And for Connie's sake, and you had to hit that one a little bit firm to get back down table. So I understand hitting that one, but she's got to figure out some pocket speed. A little bit more finesse. Not easy for Dakota to get back down table. Almost dead straight on the 3. So he's got to draw with inside English to the rail and back out again. Yeah, wrong draw. Inside English. Did the best he could. Nice recovery. Nice recovery. That's a great shot. And this is a natural angle to get on the 8 ball now. Just hit the 5 thin. The only thing you got to worry about is do not scratch in the side. Middle ball, and make sure your speed is spot on. Yeah, that was the worry. But he can pocket this 8 ball, draw back for the 9 in the side, and take set number 1. All right, came up a little short, but still manageable. Still very manageable. You just got to hit it a little bit thinner. Uh-oh. I think he's banking it, folks. Pretty sure he's banking it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't scratch. Leaves Connie with a shot on the 9 in the corner to get her second win. And maybe her second wind. Down it goes. Good shot. Good shot by Connie. And she gets the break. Nice break by Connie. Oh, that 8 just pushed its way right into the path of the 1 ball. So now Connie has no shot on the 1. I'm not sure she had a shot, given where the 7 ball is. So she does have the option, obviously, to push out if she so chooses. H double B. Good evening. All right. Dakota has the option to give it back to Connie, and I personally would not, because this is a pretty good safe. This is a really good safety opportunity to hide Connie, and then nicely done. Well, that's not it. Oh, replay not working. Damn it, Trevor. All right, let's get that back online. That is a foul by Connie. This actually is... Let me see if I can set this up before he shoots this. So if you place the cue ball here, right? Hit the cue ball there, and down here, and leave the cue ball right there. It is a really good safe and very difficult for Connie to get a hit. And that would be foul number 2. But no, he is not going to do it that way. Go back and watch this, Dakota. Oh, yep, left her out. Thin cut on the one if she so chooses. Might even go off the 3 ball. But a pocketable 1 ball. Goes for the pocket on the 1 ball. Ends up missing and hooking Dakota behind the 5 and the 8 ball. Good hit. All right. There's always drama on Outer Points Productions. Love it. So Dakota actually picked up the cue ball because he thought that it was not a good hit. But from the booth, it clearly hit the 1 first, and then the 8 ball hit the rail. The unfortunate thing is because Dakota touched the cue ball and moved it, it's still considered a foul. So even though there was a foul not committed, there was a foul committed, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, that's why you see a lot of this in the pro events now where, like when the game is over, and they do it, I mean, it's excessive. You literally have to wait till a ball stops moving. You just don't touch anything. Let the referee handle it. Let the tournament director handle it, so on. Otherwise, it always, it causes arguments and drama, and just leave the cue ball alone. Don't try to stop it from going in a pocket or any kind of scratch or anything like that. Let it go. Bad call in what sense, Rhino? Nice hit. Good hit by Dakota. But leaves Connie with a shot on the 2 ball. And not anything tied up. This is a very open rack. So if she can run this out, she'll get within 1. Uh-oh. And she just hooked herself. That is a foul. I like what he's doing with the cue ball here, just for the fact that he could very easily play the 5 past the 8. But you don't want to risk hitting a piece of that 8 ball and pushing it in a bad position. I would actually put the cue ball back where he had it before, and you don't have to worry about getting behind the 9. I would put the cue ball on the other side of the 3, pocket in the upper right, and then play the 5 down in the bottom left with a little bit of an angle. This is doable, and again, like I said, the only thing you don't want to do is touch this 8 ball with the 5. If you hit it clean, it's ideal. Good shot. Good shot. All right, Dakota with 4 balls to take set number 1. Just roll it in. All right, good shot and a really good angle. All he's got to do is pocket that and float forward down the rail a little bit, and you can play the 9 in the opposite side. Or he could actually play it where catch the bottom side of the 8 ball, or the rail, I should say, and play the 9 in the upper left as well. Just like that. Left himself. Ideal. This is kind of what I was talking about with Dana earlier, you know, and she said it a couple of times too. Pocket speed, grasshopper. Pocket speed. You don't want to slam it and leave it on the table for your opponent. Just like that. Oh, my goodness. Yet another commentator's curse. Pocket speed is everything on these tables. That does. That gets in your head after a while. All right, Connie with an easy out. It's the pressure. There you see Connie's sponsor on the back of her jersey. Up in Neenah, Wisconsin, Old 41 Saloon. Sponsors her for a lot of events. That's what she told me anyway. Exactly, Fred. First and the last games. No doubt about it. That first set is everything. It's one of the biggest reasons I really enjoy this format where, and I've talked about it over and over. I don't mind talking about it again. This was an idea of Tim Stockinger's and Dumper Dan's about playing, you know, when we used to spin the wheel, you know, it takes out the player's ability to play their favorite game. Now, you have to play all 3 disciplines. So you can't come in and think, yeah, I'm a really good 9-ball player, so I'm going to win this. Or 8-ball or 10-ball or whatever, because you've got to play a minimum of 2 out of the 3 disciplines. Yep, Dana, exactly. No whack-a-mole. All right, Connie does have a piece of the 1 ball, but nothing offensive. Nothing beats a sun drop on a cold Monday night. Good hit. And no safe. HBB, I forgot where home is for you. Are you in Texas with Trevor? You know, the good thing about Wisconsin, though, is it's only cold 11 months out of the year. I always say we have 2 seasons in Wisconsin. We have winter and July. All right, Connie with a steep cut on the one if she so chooses, or a good opportunity for a safety or a bank. Wow. Nice shot. She's going to do it again. She's going to bank the 2 on the side. Oh, my gosh. She gets away with the double bank. What in the hell is going on? Banks the 1. Attempts the bank on the 2. Misses it. Goes in the opposite side. And now she's kicking at the 3 ball. And, did not make it. That would have been a fun. That would have been a fun 3 balls. Mississippi and Alabama. I hear you, Paul. How you doing, Mr. Ocheski? So, oh, very nice. Oh, and catches a piece of the 6 to leave him a shot on the 1. Or the 4, sorry. So, Paul, I'm assuming that given the fact that I was talking with Dakota prior to the start of the match, and he is up in Luxembourg, Luxembourg Casco, which obviously is Kewaunee County, which is where you are. But I'm up in Algoma at least, quite a bit doing a total rehab on a house of some of our friends. So we had a little chat prior to the match. Seems like a good kid. He's an electrician, I think. Oh, another bank. Oh, almost. Connie with an opportunity to tie up the set and make set number 1 a hill match. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon? Well, she did have the opportunity, just did not capitalize. All right, Dakota with an opportunity to put it away again. Close it out. Ooh, overcut. Oh, I think he might get away with it, though. He sure did. This is a big chance for a scratch. If she kicks at this, there's a good chance this cue ball is going in that corner pocket. You got to go direct at it. Yeah. Seen it coming. Ball in hand for Dakota to put it away. Unless this is a stop shot, yeah, all right. Nothing wrong with that. That's one of those shots I'd much rather see the, I don't know, 550 and under Fargo maybe. Put it on the other side of your object ball and just follow forward a little bit. Yeah, the draw stroke looks cool and everything else, but this game isn't about cool. This is about pocketing balls. You can make all the fancy shots in the world on the first 8 balls and then miss the 9, and none of it means crap. 3 balls away from set number 1. Little steep, but doable. Dakota taking a deep sigh. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Look at how deep this ball is, though. Holy smokes. This could get dangerous. To make it 4-4. We got an exciting match going. There's pocket speed. That's the way you hit the 9 ball. We are all tied up. Giddy up. We got a match. This is where a lot of players, you see them falter. And again, we talked, Fred just mentioned it too. You know, it's the first game and the last game of the first set. So you've got all the pressure being up 4-1 and not getting out. So now it's 4-4. Who's more nervous? And that's a serious question. In your opinion, if you were playing right now, who's more nervous? Is it Connie, who came from behind and now has to win only one game? Or is it Dakota, who was up 4-1 3 games ago? You'll be okay, Dana. Take yourself a sedative. Connie pocketing the 1 ball. Not really much of a shot on the 2. That part I actually would have to disagree with Dana. Because, and you can't see it from home, but watching the way that he has been walking around the table, he is not comfortable. He has not been comfortable this entire match. Actually, neither one of them have. Tommy Jeffers saying go Connie. Connie calls the safe.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
All right, unsuccessful safety, or maybe successful. But a shot on a bank shot in the side for Dakota, and could potentially get, catches the side. But look at this angle. So the angle is away from the ball that Connie needs to get to. She could put a ton of inside English on and get down there, but there's an 8 ball in the way. Take a look at, so the only other shot is, there's not enough angle to go all the way around, but you see what she's doing right there. She could play the carom off the 3 to pocket the 5. The issue being the 4-9 at this point. This is a very dangerous shot. You don't know exactly where the 3 is going to go unless she's planning a safe. Yep. Oh, what a shot. Look at this safe. I mean, this is just locked up tight. This is jail. This is a tough hit. This is a ball that's easily jumped off the table, too. Yeah, that was tough. Yep. Agreed, Mini Savage. That was a fabulous safety by Connie. Ooh, my goodness. Ball in hand miss by Connie. What is that going to end up being in the rest of this game? You know, the 4-5 combo is on. That's pretty easy. I mean, that's almost unmissable. Shouldn't say that. But where's the 4 going to end up? Where's the cue ball going to end up? Is it going to end up on the 6? There's so many things that can happen in this racket. And this is huge. All right, he's got a shot on the 4, but remember what I said. There's a really good chance he could end up behind the 9 ball with the cue and not have a shot. You got to hit this firm. I mean, regardless. If you hit this soft, there's too many ugly things that can happen. Sometimes you just got to blast it and hope. There's the blast and hope. 5 ball down. Ooh. Funky angle. Funky angle on the 6 ball. Dana, you change your little dot. Wait a minute. Dana Emery 8827 and then Dana Emery 875. Oh boy. Oh goodness. We've got all kinds of pressure. What to do, what to do, what to do. I believe the 6 goes past the 7. Then it leaves a steeper angle on the 7. The 6 goes in the side, but then you have to get back. You have to avoid the 9. Get back for the 7 in the... Ooh, she got it. And she got straight in on the 7 in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. We got a match. And down it goes. She hit that well. Wow. Tell me there's no pressure. What just happened, Dana? You and I both know. Oh, my God. Wow. That is a tremendous gift for Connie. That is 3 games, at least 2, that Connie has had ball in hand on the 9 ball. Wow. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm I'm speechless. I have no idea what to say at this point. I really don't. Dakota wins. He's up 4-1 and ends up losing the set 5-4. So, that is going to weigh heavy on his mind for the rest of this match. Yep, agreed. Actually agreed with Randy and Full-Time Muscle Cars. It's the inexperience of playing. It is the cue ball control, and that's why I do these tournaments. These players, win or lose, it doesn't matter. It does matter. I shouldn't say it that way, but they have the ability to go back and watch and hopefully learn something to better their game the next time that they play. It's just, we've all been there. Every single one of us has been there when you're learning a really hard lesson. And this is good for both. I think Guy Hallett said best. Yep. Holy shit. Well, if I don't see it tomorrow afternoon on the stream, and I mean this with all sincerity, have a very Merry Christmas, everybody. I know there's a couple of you out there in the chat, one being Roger, that if he's lucky, he'll get a lump of coal. Several of you were very naughty this year. I'm not going to name names. Roger Pregler. Dan Yunner. Mark Bell. Full time. Yes. Tomorrow is. Let me pull it up. All right, there is tomorrow's match. We have Tracy Kuda, who played with Troy Ziegler in the Scotch couples just last week, as a matter of fact. She's going to be taking on Matthew Wokos, who has been on the stream a couple of times. So that is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All right. You've asked for it. We'll get this up before Connie breaks. A lot of players have, and I'm telling you, a lot have asked for it, and I have gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Whether I'm going to do a 550 and below or a 575 and below, like to keep it nice, pretty numbers. But pay attention, because this is what's coming the second week of January. Sign-ups are going to start on January 12th of next year. This is one of those that I really want to... It's going to be the same format as what we're looking at tonight. I may change the race a little bit to like 654 or 655, but I'll figure that out a little bit later on, depending on how many we get signed up, 50 or 100 points lower. But it's the same format as what we're doing tonight. I want to fill a 64-player field, so that way first place is again going to be $10,000 to the winner. So mark this on your calendar for January 12th. That is when the sign-ups are going to start. Do not message me ahead of time, because I will not put you on the list. Sign-ups are January 12th. Get ready for it. It's going to be fun. All right. Good break by Connie in the second set of 8-ball. We have the very first qualifier of the Breaking Point reality TV show, if you will, in the chat. Everybody put your hands together for Mr. Bill. I've been working on my stance, Larson. Pocketing the 12 ball. Nice shot. Wow, what a beauty. That was a beautiful shot by Connie. Almost scratched, but the cue ball's still on the table, so I would not be too concerned. And actually, this may turn out to be completely in Connie's favor, because now she can play the 9-14 combo and run into... Never mind. We're just going to forget I said anything. All right, if I'm Dakota, I would get rid of that 7 ball right now and find a way to play that 5 ball next. You got to draw out of it and play. Uh-oh. I think he did. He hooked himself. Jason Schofield, winner of yesterday's shootout. If you weren't here and you didn't get to check that out, go back and watch yesterday's match from 1 o'clock, the earlier match. I think it was the earlier match. Yep. Jason Schofield and Carson Thomas ended up going to a shootout, and I mean, that was a very exciting match. All right, Connie's got to find a way to get on this 9 ball. And she's going to take rack number 1 in the 8 ball set. Oh, boy. Pretty much a straight-in shot on the 9 in the side. All right, here we go. For game number 1 in set number 2. Can Connie pull it off? She sure can. Very nice out. Nice out by Connie Wasinger. Al the Hitman Holden. Tuning in from Waupun State Penitentiary. How you been, Al? As I was wishing everybody else prior, and if you missed it, Merry Christmas to you and Leanne and the kids. Man, I really hope Chris is watching right now. All right, we got a messy break. Whatever it is, I don't want it. All right, looks like Dakota's going to play the 13-11 combo. I was completely wrong. Going to play the 11 ball. This is actually a good opportunity. If Dakota can play the cut on the 13 and concentrate on just making that ball, he's going to go crashing into the pile and potentially break up the rest of this rack, which in this instance is the right shot to take. You got to rearrange some furniture or you're not going to get out on this rack. Maybe a touch of high left. Oop, forgot to make it. I don't think that's going to hurt him just yet. All right, well, Connie is deciding what she's going to do. A little public service announcement. You all know him. He's been on the stream since day one. And he's a good friend of mine, good friend of the stream. And I'm grateful for all the things that he does for a lot of the pool players. You know him as Salsa Man, right? So, Fred, if you don't mind elaborating a little bit, I'll let you take the microphone just for a little bit. But if you look on Facebook, Fred has been undergoing some just brutal times the last 2 years with foot infections, so on. Fred, if you don't mind, let the viewers know about your diagnosis as of today, as a matter of fact, because it's the best he's had so far. And we are all hopeful for you. All right, ball in hand for Connie. And she has a lot of work to do to bust up this entire rack. The 4, the 7, the 1, the 3 are all in a bad position. Good shot by Connie. Oh, boy. Woo, got a little close for comfort there. Connie picking through this rack nicely. Couple of ways to go about this, but I think if she can shoot the 6 ball, but I don't think there's any way to hold for the 1 or the 3. So she would have to find a path between the 8 and the 14, or come back and try to get it on the 4. I think I would actually play the 4 and go crashing into the 3-1 in between those 2 balls. And she may see something that I don't, but we're about to find out. Yep, that's why I like that shot, because there's a good chance you're going to run into that. Well done. Plays the 4 and breaks him out, and she has a really good opportunity to run this entire rack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, she's still got a shot on the 3 ball. And actually, if she hits this right and uses the 9 as a stopper, she might be able to take the momentum off the cue ball to pocket the 1 in the same pocket and get out of this rack. She just can't afford to hit the backside of the 9 because she might end up being hooked or missing the ball completely in that. All right, fair enough. Dakota back to the table. All right, back to Fred Renner just for a second, and then I'll get back to the match, I promise. About a week ago, Taylor Collar, he can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but he put a really cool post on Facebook about gratefulness and the things that have happened to you over the last year, and what are you hopeful for in the new year. And this is it's a well wish for Fred. We are all wishing you a complete turnaround in 2026, where that foot heals and you can get, and this is a literal sense, where you can get back on your feet. No pun intended. All right, attempts the bank on the 1, missing that, and leaving Dakota with 1 shot on the 15 ball. And pretty much a wide open rack after that. Just a matter of keeping his composure. All right, still okay. Little nudge on the 14. All right. Got to make sure that you don't end up behind that 1 ball. Well, even if you do, it might. Oh, boy. Look outside pocket. Oh, jeez. He's okay. All right. Not the easiest of outs anymore. Because now, if he does play the 13 and he stops it right there, it's a thin cut on the 10 to get on the 12. If he plays the 12 next, it's going to be very challenging to get on the 10. So it's no gimme, but it's definitely doable. We all want to see this go to a 3rd set except Connie. And her fan base, of course. Dead straight on the 12 ball. So he is either going to have to, if he feels confident in his draw stroke, I would still actually play the 10 first. I don't like this because if you end up short on it, you are not going to have a shot on that 10. And it's going to make it really oh boy. And that's typical of actually a lot of players where because you're worried about underhitting it and not getting back there, you overdraw it. So now I think he might even be, he's partially hooked on the 3 ball. So I don't think he can pocket this in the upper corner anymore. Oh, boy. Well, he called it down in the corner of the bank shot, and he would have had a shot on the 8 in the side had it gone in. But this leaves Connie with a very open rack. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Wow. That couldn't have worked out any better. Left herself a little funny here. Not funny, haha. Funny as in, what the hell do I do now? Right on the 50-yard line. So it's a thin cut with a potential scratch in the corner, or play it in the lower left and scratch in the side, unless you draw out of it. Either way, not so good. She calls the bank. All right, bringing Dakota back to the table. Not completely straight on. Let's get in there a little tighter. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's go back to that. With if he could pull off that draw stroke that he just had, and pocket the 10 and draw back for the 8 in the upper right. That is a direct result. I promise you that is a direct result of the last draw shot. You're so concerned about overhitting it. Now he has called the bank. Banking it in the upper left. Yikes. All right, ends up with leaving Connie a bank on the 8 ball. What was the question, Randy? All right, left Dakota straight on the 8 ball. All right, Dakota pocketing the 8-ball. Taking down rack number 2 in the 8-ball. Nice break by Dakota. You guys are awesome in the chat. Thank you, Paradise. What am I doing with that $2? Tell me that's for a sun drop. And consider it done. A little bit out of kilter here on this 4-ball. Going to have a hard time getting... I don't think he's got a pocket for anything at the moment. All right, we got a lot of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth in this one. All right, Paradise, you got it. Pull tabs it is. I'm on it. All right. What is Dakota going to do with the 2-6 is kind of the issue right now. If he plays the 4 in, oh, very nicely done. Very nicely done. There is, he can shoot the 6 ball and kind of pull it. He might even be able to see. Let's see if we can get in there a little closer. Man, oh man, oh man. There is a good possibility that he can actually pocket this 2 ball. If that's the case, that was one hell of a shot on the 4. Calling safe. Oh, it isn't even better yet if he pulls it off. Just don't tie up the 2 ball by the 9. That's the biggest thing. All right. It's, yeah, questionable. Not easy to get to. All right, good hit by Connie, and left Dakota with not much of anything. It's not a bad place for that 6 ball. That's kind of why I said that earlier about with playing the safe on the 2 ball with Dakota is you don't want to put, oh boy, you don't want to put the 2 ball in a worse position than what it was. And now he has to break that out of there on the 6 ball, and if he doesn't get a shot on the 2, he may not get a shot on the 1 either. So he kind of put himself in a bit of a pickle, but he might be able to work his way out of it too. All right. Jacked up over the 14 just a little bit, but I think he can go forward and maybe catch a piece of this 9 on the way through. Oh, didn't make it. Uh-oh. I think Dakota's in a little bit of trouble in this rack. Good hit. That opens it all up for Connie, though. Good shot by Connie. Obviously going to play the 12 ball next. (15-10-8). If she can, she wants to get very straight on this 10 ball. Oh boy. A little too firm. Bringing Dakota back to the table. Jacking up slightly so he can draw back down for the... Oh, boy. A little bit of missing going on. Nerves are kicking in again. Connie pocketing the 15 ball. Better speed that time. Ten goes down, and she got a long shot on the 8 ball in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. Center pocket. It goes down. 2-1 Connie. All right, Connie Wasinger breaking in rack number 4 of the second set. And this one looks dry. That was a fun one to get rid of. 3 balls resting on the corners. Amy, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say for that. You know, that goes a lot of ways, though. And I mean that by... I cannot explain... I could sit here all day and I would not be able to describe the amount of friendships that I've gained because of the stream, just because of the stream itself, and friendships that I never would have even dreamed of happening. And if you go back to Taylor Collar's post, and that's one of the reasons I brought it up before, that's one of the things that I said is this has literally been, if you look at the pool community, other than my family, other than Mrs. Cheddar and the kids and everything else, I've never had a better year in my entire life because of the friendships that have developed through this stream. So hey, good evening, Randy Theory. How are you? Merry Christmas. You know, Amy, I look back at it seems like an eternity. The junior tournament last year, and Fred Renner, the amount of work that he's done for the Ronald McDonald House Charities fundraiser we do every year. There is so many people that have been so instrumental in the things that the pool community have put together, and the amount of money that has been raised over the years, it just brings you to tears. And it may be my stream, it may be my YouTube channel, but I don't do this alone. I've said it. There's so many people behind the scenes that do a lot of the work as well. So I'm very grateful for that. This is not a one-man show. I will say this. It's amazing. And I'm I'm going to say this loud as hell from the rooftops, from the top of the mountain. It's amazing what you can do when you remove all negativity from your life. Some of it you can't control. Some some people, some things are just that way. That's what they thrive on. But when you get rid of all the negative, there's nothing you cannot do. If I was to have a wish for anybody over the Christmas season, that'd be one of them. Just get rid of all negativity in your life. It's amazing what it'll do for you. Ooh. Good shot by Connie. Unfortunately, the cue ball ended up in the middle of the side pocket. Give him a big hug, Amy. I'll give Jamie a hug. I don't mind. I hope it is not his intent to run this 3-ball out of the... Oh, never mind. Oh, I think he can make it. I think he can still make this. He can. What a shot by Dakota. This is a very slow roll. Very slow roll. Perfect. Perfect. Now, here's the decision. And this is what a lot of amateurs would try to do, in my opinion, is don't try to break this up. Just slow roll it forward and play the 8 in the, oh goodness, no. Oh goodness, no. I'm not sure. Not sure what he was looking at accomplishing from there. That would just roll it forward and play it in the lower left-hand corner. Brittany Olsen. What's going on, Brittany? That's one of the shots that I promise you Dakota is going to go back and look at and be like, damn it, I wish I would have done that. Watching some football. Are you a 49ers fan or a Colts fan, Brittany? All right, Connie missing the 10 ball and leaving Dakota with a shot on the 8. He can pocket this in the lower right. There is a window big enough to get past that 11 ball, so it is bear down and pocket that 8 ball to tie up this match yet again. And down it goes. Nice shot. Pressure was on. Nice shot by Dakota. Cowboys fan. What? Brittany. I'm not sure. I don't even think this channel allows Cowboy fans in the chat. I don't. That's a hard pill to swallow, Brittany. Anybody else think we should kick her out? Just kidding. Maybe not. Two to two in set number 2 with a race to 2. There are several people on this stream that were in the chat once before, and they thought that I couldn't get rid of them either. They're not here anymore. I have my ways. Phenomenal break. Hard hit break by Dakota Robinson. Unfortunately, out of the 16 balls that are on the table, none of them went in the 6 pockets that are on the outside of the table. It's an amazing concept, isn't it? Yeah, that's right, Fred. She did admit they suck. Aw. Thanks, Brittany. At least you can be honest, Brittany. I'm still having a hard time swallowing the loss to the Bears the other night. It just, there's so many things about that game that just do not sit well with me. All right. Connie missing the, I think that was the 11 ball. Whatever ball that was down there. I think it was the 11. And leaving the 2 ball, the 7, the 6, all kinds of nastiness for Dakota to figure out. Let's see if he can solve the puzzle. Still one of my all-time favorite YouTube channel names. Miss Bad Eyesight. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. Look at how deep this ball is. Does that not look like it's about to fall in the pocket? These are some seriously deep shelves on this table. He's happy to... What? Yeah. Did he call that? He did not call that. All right. Paul Ocheski says... Eagles say kick out Dallas fans. Oh, boy. I don't know if we can allow Eagles fans in here either, to be quite honest. I'm not sure which one is worse. I mean, I love you both, but This is Packer country, damn it. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh. All right. She leaves Dakota with a shot on the 4 ball, but I don't know if there's much after that. Yeah, I'm going to have to side with Jason on this one. Remember all those friends that we were talking about made on the stream earlier? I think that number is diminishing a little bit. You win some, you lose some. You know, just like the Bears. You know, the Bears think that they got it made because they won that super great game over us with, my opinion, somewhat dirty play. A couple of spearing call, or, you know, a very big holding call that should have been called. Anyway, we'll... Hey, if I don't see you, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. See you tomorrow. Again, that's still the regular season. So, can the Bears hold it together and actually win a playoff game? You know, that it's... I can't remember the last time that it happened. Brittany, I would have to disagree. They used to be America's team, and that was strictly because of the cheerleaders. Guys, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Good shot. Very good shot by Dakota. But now, can you really call a losing team America's team? I mean, that was a huge, I wouldn't say, yeah. The only reason I watched the Cowboys play was because of the cheerleaders. And I'm just being honest. Yep, and they may, there's no doubt about it. They're going to have to, if we can at least kind of hold it together for another game. Fred is right. We may have to play the Bears again, so we will see what happens then. See? Brittany and I are in complete agreement here. And I like how you put it, Brittany. Fine-ass players. I better stop, otherwise somebody's going to be saying something about this being a bullshit stream or something like that. Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last. All right, what is Connie going to do? She is going to... Oh, goodness. That was such a good shot by Connie. I mean, that was really well played and well thought out. Playing the carom to pocket Dakota's 2-ball. And if the 13 had slowed down just a smidge, it would have been the perfect play. Would have been right between the cue ball and the 7-ball. So now Dakota is, he's jacked up, I think, a little too much. Got to force this forward a little bit. He's going to hook himself on the 13. Pocket the 7. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Pool is America's game. Man, I wish it would be. All right. Connie with the 8-9 left on the table to get to the hill. Yeah, that's not a good angle. Stupid camera. All right, down it goes. Connie Wasinger is on the hill. All right, Dakota must win the next 2 games in order to continue this match. If Connie wins one more game, she is moving on to round 2. That's actually one of the best comments of the night so far, Randy Theory. That's one of the things I just do not a huge fan of what the Packers do. They play really hard to win the game for the first 3.5 quarters. And then the last half of the last quarter, they play to not lose. Try that in pool. See how that works out for you. Try that in any other game and see how that works out for you. It's not working for the Packers. And I see that from Holmgren, from McCarthy, to now LaFleur. I just, if you can't play aggressive for 4 full quarters, you're just asking for trouble. My opinion. Just my opinion. Randy, who says they're not? I think we figured it out. One ball down. And a very open table. Connie has a really good opportunity to end this entire match. If she takes stripes, the only really difficult ball, or she's got to get down on the bottom side of the 14, does not pass the 7. If she takes solids, I think the solids are the easier of the 2, but it's the first shot. Uh-oh. I'm not sure. It is kind of hard to tell. I don't have my joystick out tonight. I'm sorry, what? Ball in hand. Ball in hand for Dakota, and he has to win.
If it goes to 10 ball, text me. I'll come back. 'Cause I'm gonna...
All right, this is a good start. I like him taking that 14 ball first. That's the biggest trouble. And now to clear. Ooh, boy. Uh-oh. Just made the 15 a little more challenging. And just made the rest of this rack more challenging. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. And now he hooked himself. This is even worse yet. Uh-oh. Dakota is in trouble. And the worst thing he can do is not get a hit and give Connie ball in hand, or to break up the 5-15 would even be worse yet, because that's her trouble ball as well. There's only one pocket for it right now. All right, good hit. That is definitely going to help. But it does bring Connie back to the table to end this match. Grasshopper. Go grasshopper. It's the pattern I would play. Just my opinion. 7. Come around for the 6 in the same pocket. Get back up for the 2 all the way in the upper left or in that area. Give yourself an angle on that to get to the 5, 4, 8. And uh-oh. Left herself jacked up over the 8 ball. Let's see if we can get in a little closer there. She's on the side of it, not the worst. Pocketing the 7, running into the 8. And she just got a very fortunate roll off of that 8 ball. Goodness me. That was a very fortuitous bounce. Or carom, I should say. All right. 3 balls away from moving on to round 2 is Connie Wasinger. Pocketing the 4 and leaving herself very challenging on the 6. All right, this is for the match. What a great bank. What a nice bank. And that's the match, folks. Connie Wasinger moving on to round 2. All right, folks, I am going to go out and chat with the players. Hang on 1 second. All right, I shall return, folks. Don't